Did you know? Whenever someone asks the verb about its next phase in sentences, it says, "My next phase is a phrase. I'm moving, my friend." In this lesson, we are also proceeding to the next phase of the verb, and that's the verb phrase. So, how is a verb different from a verb phrase? Honestly, there is only a slight difference. While a verb is a word that indicates an action, a state of being, or an event, a verb phrase is a group of words, or sometimes a single word that performs these functions. Simply, a verb phrase comprises a main verb and optionally a primary or modal auxiliary verb. The formula for the structure of a verb phrase will be an optional modal auxiliary verb, that is, either of the verbs such as can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, and ought to, plus an optional primary auxiliary verb such as be, being, being, is, are, am, have, has, or had, among others, plus a main verb. You can have more than one primary auxiliary verb in the structure of your verb phrase. Let's look at some example sentences and identify some verb phrases. John plays golf. The verb or verb phrase is plays, which is a main verb which shows a habitual action. Z has become a lawyer. The verb phrase is has become. It indicates a state of being. Has is a primary auxiliary verb and become is the main verb. The king might reward Daki. The verb phrase is might reward. Might is a modal auxiliary verb and reward is the main verb. In the sentence, Mr. Sam should have deleted the file from his computer. The verb phrase is should have deleted. Should is a modal auxiliary verb. Have is a primary auxiliary verb and deleted is the main verb. Let's consider some other examples. In the sentence, they do love games. Do love is a verb phrase. Do is a primary auxiliary verb and love is the main verb. The essence of do in this sentence is just for emphasis because the sentence is the same thing as they love games. Jeff could not eat the plate of cold beans. Our verb phrase is could not eat. Could not is a modal auxiliary verb plus a negative marker, not. Then our main verb is eat. Let's take one more example. In the interrogative sentence, is Jim cooking the food already? The subject Jim comes between the elements of the verb phrase. However, we still have a verb phrase. Is a primary auxiliary verb and cooking is the main verb. Here is a recap of this lesson. A verb phrase functions like a verb. It shows an action, state of being, or an event in a sentence. Also, it comprises optional primary and modal auxiliary verbs and the main verb. And this is the end of our trip from verb to the verb phrase. I hope you would come along for subsequent lessons.